many of you is going to enter our speech contest on the 28th of this month? It's a table topic contest and an international speech contest. Let's have a show of hands. Great, we have some people here. That's great, that's great, that's great. Because today I'm going to speak about the 3 reasons why you should be entering a speech contest. Here, number 1. You go over and beyond your comfort zone. Number 2, you have a sense of purpose. And number 3, you grow more than you ever did if you just gave a speech within the club. Now let's get over the first point, which is important, is that you go beyond your comfort zone. Now I know many of you are new to this club, but once you start speaking, you feel very comfortable speaking in this club because it's just like a family. But when you go out of this club and you speak to an audience that's quite larger, you start to lose your breath. You start to forget some of the lines that you have. A very good example, I was practicing my speech at the San Leandro Club 2 weeks ago. Now this speech, I gave it at our club 2 times. Hey, everything is rosy and posy. I go to that club, I'm nervous. I'm watching the people that come into the club, and there's more people coming in. I'm saying, stop, stop, don't come in. Okay, now, let me ask you a question. How many of you would like to be comfortable in front of speaking in front of a large group? Let's have a show of hands. Or learn to be comfortable in speaking in front of large groups. That is great. You want to enter a speech contest. Now, this contest we're having, international, you have to have 6 speeches. But table topics, as long as you join, you can enter. They ask you a question and you have to respond in 2 minutes. Now, the reason why you feel comfortable in speaking in front of a large audience, especially when you go into a contest, because the club contest, which includes, it starts in the area. I should say in the club, right here. Then it goes into the area, it goes into the division, into the district, into the region, and into the international world contest. Now, each of these levels, your audience become a little larger. And as a result, you learn how to speak in front of a large group. So the first reason for going to a contest is you learn to go beyond your comfort zone after you get used to this club, and you learn to speak in front of a large audience. That might be a promotion to you. So let's get into the second point. By going to a speech contest, you have a sense of purpose. Now, when I'm giving a speech in a club, I prepare like a week in advance. Cram, write the speech in BART. I do call it my BART speech. And then that week, hey, I'm ready for the speech. But when I go to a contest, we're talking about 3 months preparation. I rewrite the speech 7 different times. At the same time, I go to many clubs, get feedbacks, get embarrassed. But that's the way you learn. And at the same time, I practice it in my sleep sometimes, I practice it on the bike. The reason is, when you have a speech contest, it's like a challenge, right? So when you have a challenge, you try to do your best. You push yourself to be the best that you can. And then you work harder. You work harder than you ever did. For me, I work harder because I don't want to look bad. So as a result, I work, I put in the work, I push myself, and as a result, at the end, I become a better speaker. So let me ask you a question. How many of you want to become a better speaker quicker and faster? Raise your hands. Then enter the club contest. Because you improve faster than even if you gave a speech just in a club all the time. Now, let's get into the third point of why you should enter a speech contest, is because you grow. You grow faster than you ever did before. Now, let me ask you a question. How many of you think, by going to a speech contest, that the speech contest is all about winning a trophy? Let's have a show of hands. Okay, now, most people think that going into a contest is winning the trophy, being number 1. Okay, winning a trophy is good. I love trophies. I can brag to all my friends and my family, hey, I got the trophy. But let me tell you something. That trophy, once it gets on the shelf, it has a lot of dust on it. A year after, people forget that you even won the trophy. So let me give you a good example. I got housekeepers that come over to my place every 6 weeks, Susie and the girls, okay, for 3 years. And I got some trophies around on the shelf, but not once did they say, hey, Michael, you're a great speaker. They forgot about the whole thing. But let me tell you something. The growth experience, on the other hand, makes a difference. People don't forget that growth experience. Because the growth that you get in a contest, you move yourself to your next layer of excellence. You touch people in a different way. You make more people laugh. And you be remembered as a speaker that made the difference. So in my personal opinion, my humble opinion, growth in a speech contest means more than a trophy. Because it stays and stays with you. And guess one thing, your boss is not going to forget you, especially if you have that growth in speaking as well. So let me ask you a question. How many of you want to improve as a speaker? By 100% to 200%, raise your hands. Then enter the speech contest. So I've been speaking about 3 points as to why you should enter the speech contest. Number one, you go over and beyond your comfort zone. And you get to learn to be comfortable in speaking in front of large groups. And number two, you have a sense of purpose. You do real work. And as a result, you become a better speaker faster and quicker. And thirdly, you grow by about 100 to 200%. Now, let me ask you a very important, a very crucial question. How many of you will be entering the speech contest that we have or thinking about it on the 28th? Let's have a show of hands. Wow, we have only one? We have two? Well, that's great. Because if you join today, you can take part in table topics. That is great. My job has been accomplished.